Hello, my friends and family and colleagues. It is very difficult for me to talk about certain things that you request because I really cannot mention things like Zumzula here. Okay, this is Zumzula. I don't know why. Well, maybe I do. Uh, you can find many videos, even titled Zumzula, this and that. And uh, in these videos, especially lately, it is mentioned that a lot of these Zumzulas were stolen from laboratories. And where are they? Why is all this allowed? And if I mention just briefly, just the word, the way we are told to say it, I'm threatened with my whole channel being taken out. And I have to make some videos and put them on a BitChute and Rumble because on YouTube, the whole channel will be taken out. Well, we have to understand that when beast is dying, it is the most dangerous. And so is with the pharmaceutical and medical system, as a system, not as a parts of the system. The whole medical field has to be crushed and destroyed because it does not serve people. It is in the hands of cabal and geared to destroy humanity. So why now all of a sudden you can say about the Zumzula and about Zumzula being stolen from the lab? What is going to happen? Well, they are hyping us and preparing us what they planned, and they know it's going to happen in January. And we have to understand that everyone who received the treatment for Zumzula has the toxin in the body, because we know Zumzulas don't exist. It is a bioweapon toxin. And unless you have received it, you don't have much to worry about Zumzulas because they don't exist. They cannot harm you. It is the toxin that does the thing. And you can apply toxin through skin. You can apply it through air, through food. You can poison things. But if you do that, the reaction is immediate. So it's pretty obvious. Like when bubonic plague was on, this was immediate. And people knew. People in China knew. They see dead rats, run away, don't come close, because area was poisoned. And then they spread to Europe intentionally, as all these so-called pandemics happen. It's always intentional. It's not natural, because Zumzulas naturally do not exist. You need a lab and make them. And this is why they're all patented. And again, they're not living beings. As I told you, oops, I got one. Now all I need to do is to have a backup from media that say, oh, Darko got Zumzula. And if he releases it, we are all doomed. And then I do this, down. And all of a sudden, the whole world shuts down because Zumzulas are released. And they are killing people. We have to understand that everyone that received treatment against Zumzula is a walking time bomb. And we all have self-assembling chips, transistors in our body. They were sprayed on us through chemtrails. And under influence of particular frequencies, everything is frequency-based. They will assemble and they will convey, amplify frequencies sent through the air. And these poisons that were pushed in people's bodies, they will react to them and they will cause death. So now, this is a preparation stage. Okay, now there's a talk. And everything, if you want to talk about it the way they tell you, everything is fine. If you start revealing the truth, bingo, you're taken out immediately. So maybe this is the reason why my videos are targeted. Often I receive a question, a health question, through YouTube. And when I want to answer it, well, it is not on YouTube under my video. It was censored, it was taken out. I don't know what percentage even I receive through emails. I know that way more people are following the protocol that I'm aware of. And in the countries where quite a bit of population started following the protocol, like, for example, Slovenia, there is open attack on people that promote this protocol. Again, media. Hundreds of people are healing. One cancer patient died. All of a sudden, in the media, is followers of this lunatic's protocol that talks about eating raw meat and drinking seawater, plasma. Will cause so many deaths. One already died. It was a 4-stage cancer, and the lady did not really follow the instructions. Yeah, she followed the diet, but we know that cancer is triggered by low energy cellular proliferation, which occurs when voltage of the cell drops below 0.7 volts or reach 0.7 volts. This, again, we are electronic robots. We are programmed, and cells are programmed to proliferate when voltage drops below a certain point. Proliferation is not what we are being told, that new cell replaces the old one, and every 7 years or whatever, we have a new bodies altogether. This is misconception. This is a lie. The cell proliferates, which means the cell, when it's toxic and cannot raise the voltage because it is disconnected from its source, which is the heart that produces energy, and is disconnected because of brain, energy from the heart goes first into the brain, where it's being fractured to different frequencies, and then a particular organ of that frequency will be fed with the electricity from the heart through the brain's channeling. And if you are broadcasting this particular frequency in a form of thought, you are basically unplugging the organ, because brain needs huge amount of energy when it's creating thought, when it's broadcasting. So there is no energy left to support the cell in the body. And if the cell is very acidic, because it's dehydrated, it cannot maintain the charge. And as soon as it's disconnected, the voltage drops. And the more we are in these thoughts, the less energy is being transmitted to that particular organ, and voltage drops, proliferation occurs, which is cell trying to put as much toxic stuff on one side and separate itself with a membrane. So the cleaner part is given chance to raise the voltage. But in severe acidity and dehydration, cell cannot do this. So it goes into another proliferation and another proliferation. And this is what we call tumor or cancer. We know what it is, but, well, we know. Some of us know. We talk about it. But scientific groups, of course, suppress this. And your regular Joe Schmo doctor has no clue about it, because, number one, he's not interested. Number two, it's overworked. And number three, it is more worried about his own hide, his income and his family, than about others, which is understandable. Maybe if I had children, maybe I would have to be like that too. But I don't have children. I have a lovely wife. She understands me. We are not money-oriented. And we are both trying to help as much as we can. And this is why, again, I thank everyone that sends their donation, because this is what makes it possible for us to continue. Now, I don't even have a bank account, because I'm prohibited where I live, and I have no access. Cannot go to States right now, so it goes to my wife's bank. Anyway, why making this video? Do not be afraid of what you are hearing in media. It is not true. Even if these Zumzulas were stolen, we never were attacked with Zumzulas. We were attacked by the media and our own politicians, lining the pockets, telling lies, because money rules. And it is hard to avoid it. I know here atrocities are being done in hospitals, and these people will have to pay. Well, I'm sure that they don't have good sleep over what they have done. because money, it's nice when money comes, but there is what you need, and then there is what you hoard. And what you hoard doesn't make you happy. It just makes you more anxious of having more and more worried not to lose what you get. And worry is fear, lowers your voltage. It actually makes you unhappy. So do not pay attention to what is being said. But if you have been treated for Zumzula, please start cleansing. Start drinking huge amount of plasma, water with sea salt, or diluted seawater, even better. Dilute seawater with 3:1 to achieve approximately 10 grams, 9 grams of salt per liter of water, which is exact salinity of your blood. And this is a lifesaver. Remember that our three-dimensional reality, the first manifestation of it was water. Bible is not what we think it is, but it does have, like every science, has a truth in it. And then scientifically, it is so inverted that what you get from it is contrary to what actually the message is. This is what science, and this is with religious books, same thing. And as Bible states, first there is nirvana. Nirvana is portrayed as a darkness. In Hindu, it's light, but it's a state of calm, peace. Then comes a sound that disturbs this field, creates waves that collide, creating contact points, and sacred geometry, from which the first manifestation, still in quantum field, are magnetism, electricity, and light. And of course, sound is always present because sound is vibration. This is what created everything. So this is all quantum. But first manifestation in three-dimensional was water. And then water was crystallized. And we know we can crystallize water with our thought. You can have water without structure. And all you have to do is project some nice thought into the water simply through your intent. You intend to crystallize the water. So you look at the water, you put your intent there, and say, well, this is beautiful water. If you don't know how to make crystal, every positive thought is creating positive crystalline structure. You can just say, I love you, water, and you will create crystal. Now these crystals, those are sacred geometric shapes. And in water, we can see them. If we flash freeze the water and then look under the microscope, they look like a snowflake. This is what snowflakes are. And then, of course, through intent, this was manifested as a heart matter. As the Bible says, then God separated the hard land from waters. From waters. So when you are drinking plasma, you are drinking water with crystals, which are correctly tuned. They are helping you retune the body. This is why so many people, when they do this, they start crying all of a sudden, feeling very emotional. Why? Because even their emotional field, the toxic emotional field, is being corrected with these frequencies, and they start eliminating them, converting them, eliminating them. They become emotional. This is how the whole body heals. But it takes time, and it shows many symptoms. We get afraid, we get dissolution. I have people leaving as soon as they have the first symptom of detox. They go, oh, no, my body rejects salt. No, it doesn't reject salt. It is rejecting the toxic stuff in you, and you feel it coming out. It's normal. You get nauseous, you get diarrhea, you get fever, you sweat, your heart accelerates, you get tachycardia. All kinds of symptoms can happen depending on the level of toxicity that you are releasing and that you then have to cleanse out from your blood. Now, many people just now, because I have, I don't know, 200, 300 videos out there. So there's more chance that you're going to stumble on the video, and then, we always resonate when we hear the truth. But then we are programmed falsely with so many different programs, so it's difficult to be calm because our ego, the first feeling that you get, this is the truth. And then your ego starts, yeah, but this and this can happen and that, because this is what we are being programmed with. And the doubt sets in. And on the first symptom of feeling uneasy or having a pain, you back up because, no, this is bad for me. Well, yes, it is. You feel bad, but it is cleansing you. You are going to be better afterwards. Well, this is very important for those that have been treated, because they have to allow the body to eliminate, and body wants to eliminate. This is why when you receive the Zumzula, the place where you receive it may become red, become painful. The whole part of the body may start feeling painful. Now, depending on how much plasma you have available, and we are all dehydrated because of all these scientifically educated information that we have, that keep away from salt. Salt creates problems in the body, and make sure your cholesterol is down. Make sure you eat veggies, and don't eat meat if you have to. Well, cook it really well, because otherwise you get poison bacteria. So everything we are being taught is exactly opposite of the truth, and we are poisoning ourselves. And because we don't take salt, we have not enough plasma level in our blood. Blood is dehydrated, so we call it polycythemia. So condensed milk should be called polymilkemia. It's dehydrated, that's all. And such a body cannot detox. So when not enough plasma is available to eliminate toxins, your body may release them, but releasing them in the blood. Now you have to eliminate them. Well, urine is plasma, sweat is plasma, crying is plasma, mucus coming out of you is plasma, more concentrated. And if you don't have enough plasma, this will not happen. So body has no other choice, but again, following program, we'll just stick the stuff where sun don't shine. Well, underneath the skin, basically, all connective tissue. And we become toxic, more and more toxic. Toxic blood prevents hydration. Now people say, well, nobody sees any toxins. Well, what is toxin? Is vibration that is causing your body to vibrate differently. And when your body vibrates differently, symptoms occur. Everything that you feel in your reality is just the way that your body as a robot is programmed to show you particular frequencies. So when you have a detox, your body is radiating with the frequencies of detox, and you have this radiation in your auric field. Somebody comes to your auric field, and if they have low voltage, the vibration is fragile. It can be easily act upon. So if you're low voltage and you come close, well, your body is going to be influenced with this vibration, and you will start vibrating in the same way, showing exactly the same symptoms. This is why we have this, people are shedding these proteins, those that receive the Zumzula stuff. And we know, for example, if someone with the Zumzula is working in the office and has a menstruation, other women will start having menstruation. It is not only with the Zumzula. This happened always. If you have more women working in a close proximity, they are going to menstruate basically at the same time, because again, one woman starts, creates the vibration of menstruation. Everything is vibration. And then other women that have a similar bodies and similar programming, they go into same vibration, and they start having the menstrual cycle at the same time. Now they're saying, "Oh, you see, Zumzula did that." No, this is common thing and should be common sense. Again, they are scaring you. Yes, the people with Zumzula, they vibrate differently. And at the beginning, when I was working with people with Zumzulas, first time, I had one couple, they all had 3 Zumzula treatments. And I start feeling drained, and I start feeling a little drowsy. My wife got diarrhea immediately. Second time, it didn't happen anymore. Why? Because of genetic adjustment. We don't have Zumzula in our body. So our body, when they left, our body was in a cleansing mode. And we drink a lot of plasma. So we had a day or 2 of diarrhea. And then we were fine. Frequency recovered. Because we don't have the toxin in our body. It was just reaction of the electromagnetic field transferring the vibration. And this is what happens. But then the body has time genetically to adjust. So next time we didn't have this. But I stopped working person to person with such a people, because they are ticking time bombs. And all I need someone to have a problem, and then who's going to be blamed? The one who promotes things contrary to the science. So I have to make my decision, and I help people on the business. Unless they're personal friends and say, then I'll do it, even in person. We are living in very difficult times, and more we know, the better, because remember, voltage is your immune system. Higher voltage you have, the firmer is your vibration, more difficult to shift. So you can expose yourself to these frequencies without feeling consequences. If you are in a fear, the voltage drops. So please do not be in fear. If you receive the Zumzulas, well, there's nothing you can do about it other than go and start cleansing. And there are all kinds of stuff promoted. I'm sure some of them work. And they can also help. But the base of everything should be hydration. You have to give your body enough plasma so it can use it to eliminate. And when you're at it, change your diet as well. Stop poisoning yourself with the plants and go and eat animal products and eat them raw, because you need the correct vibration. Whenever you heat up something, you are changing vibration. As vibration changes, everything about the heated stuff changes. It's not the same anymore. How do we know it? Because smell changed, the taste changed, the consistency changed, the color changed. Those are all frequencies. When they are run through your sensors, this is how you sense those frequencies. It is very simple. All we have to do is stop listening to chemistry, biochemistry, all these hormones and all these vitamins and all these peptides. Just switch to physics. We are robots. Run on frequencies. We have sensors, we have programs, and we have calculator. More information you give it, the better chance you have of coming up with a correct answer. I'm sorry I cannot talk more directly about these things because, I don't have many people that follow what I say. But even this seems to be problematic for the institutions of health because they are censoring heavily. But the truth has to come out one way or the other. So you can call it whatever. I take the word Zumzula. Makes no difference because neither one exists. And as you see, I let it go and nobody is talking about it. And this is why we are not going to have any pandemic. But all of a sudden, somebody says, oh, the lab is missing 300 ampoules of Zumzulas. Oh, bingo, all of a sudden the whole world is shutting down. It's the media. The media has to go. Why is it still being kept alive? Well, Israel is still ticking. This is where the media is. This is where the scripts are being written. But not much longer. Well, I hope you get a drift. And very few people come to my videos. And even fewer get it. So those of you that get it, help those who are still sleeping. And try to open their eyes. It is difficult. You cannot force it because they simply would not listen. And you become the enemy. Do your best. I'm doing my best. And again, if you can help, contribute, please go to my site. Every end of the video has the site there that you can go on to read about these things. And if you want to contact me, there is my email there, contact. You can check my articles. Every week, I write 2 articles. There are close to 2,000 articles there for you to read. So there is also a donation button. So if you can, please donate. It would be of help because you will not help only me, but you will help people I'm helping. Not only through disclosure, but financially. So this is it for this video this time. be patient. If you want me to address something specific, let me know, and I'll try to go through it so we don't get censored. If I disappear, I'm on a BitChute and I'm on Rumble on the Kefa 55. So, and again, take note of my site, and there is email, so we can stay in touch. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being awakened, because those who are not, nothing of this makes any sense. So they're not going to be here. And see you next time. Love you all. God bless us all. Namaste.